Hey guys, so this video is going to be how I cut, style, blend, and apply my hair extensions. These were sent to me by GooGoo Hair, and you can see direct links to this product in the description, as well as a discount code that is 10% off. So if the extensions are like, say, $100, you're gonna get $10 off. So it's a pretty bomb discount if you ask me. I just wanted to come on here and show you guys how I blend these extensions with a shorter, choppier type of layered look. Yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. Bye! I've recently cut my hair to have like these shorter layers so that when I put my hair up, I can pull pieces down and kind of have it be a little stylized, I suppose. What I'm going to do is I'm going to blend some extensions with my hair. It's a fairly good match. It's off a little bit. My hair's a little more cool toned than the extensions. I'm not sure if you could tell, but I'm going to go ahead with it because you can't tell in person, honestly. It's not obvious at all. So I'm gonna show you guys how I clip them in first of all. So what I do first of all is I take a very, very, very tiny amount at the nape of my neck. And that's gonna be where I start with my extension. So I have a 3 clip here, as you can see. And I'm actually going to put that under so that the extensions are like this. I'm going to put it under my hair down here so that when my hair comes to the front, you're not going to see these shorter pieces. They're going to be more blended in with it. I've been doing this since I've been young, and it really works. There we go. So that's clipped on the nape of my neck. Do you see what I mean now? Like, this is the very inner part. This is the very inner part of my hair, instead of this being the very inner part of my hair. Excuse my shirt, by the way. This is my hair shirt. So this is a shirt I wear pretty much like when I'm doing either like a hair color or makeup or anything like that. Okay, next up we're going to do about... I'm going to use these instead, these clips instead. We're going to do about 1/2 inch above where we just put this weft. I have an inch tattoo here. I don't know if you could see, because when people would ask me, can you cut an inch off my hair? I'd say, okay, but you know, this is an inch, right? Because people never know, and then they end up going, you took too much off my hair. So usually when I show them this, they end up going, oh no, that's way more than I want. I'm like, oh, okay, so you want like a dusting. Okay, so I went about an inch up. And I haven't styled my hair because I like it to, if you can blend your extensions when it's not styled, then when it is styled, it'll look amazing. So that's what I like to do. I've just taken it kind of at the top of my ears. I'm going to use the 4 clip weft now and put that in just like at the top you would regularly, like no under or anything like that. We're getting there. Take a little bit above that much, and I'm actually gonna put one of these single wefts right here. And it's very important that you remember where these are because we're going to be cutting them like face framing. So I would recommend maybe at the end of the day, what I used to do is I used to have extensions that would go on my left side of my head and extensions that would go on my right side of my head. I'd lay them down like this, and then the extensions that go in the center of the back of my head, I'd lay them down in the center so that I kind of understand where each is going to go. I'm going to use another single clip over here. Those ones we're going to be cutting quite short to match with the choppier parts. Now we're going to do the final 3 clip. And because if I'm going to wear my hair down, I'm parting it like kind of over here-ish. Just going to do that and see where I want to put one of the 2 clips right here. Okay. Now over here we have one more 2 clip to do. Don't want to bring it too close because I still want face framing. Looking fairly good for me. I can't truly see the mirror. Couple options with using razors like this. You can use regular scissors. Sometimes to blend these pieces, I'll thin out the ends a little bit, the pieces up at the top. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna take this pieces that are up at the top, I'm gonna see where my hair ends, and I'm gonna extend it a little bit, and I cut about there. And I'm just gonna razor down. Now we have these parts of the extensions that are layered, so they're not, I find people who have extensions sometimes layered, their hair is layered, and then they'll put in extensions, and they won't blend the extensions, they won't layer the extensions. So it's like, if I have short hair up here, layers, and then one long piece of extension, it's very obvious which is fake, you know what I mean? So that's why I go ahead and blend that just a tiny bit for some added layers. Okay, so I'm done with this side. I like how that looks because I think it blends well when it's not even styled, so when it's styled it's gonna look a lot better. So here I have my hair comes to here, and then this hair all the way down here. So I'm gonna see where my hair ends and just slide down the extension a little bit and then start cutting around there. So I took off this much, have this left still. You can see my hair, this only extends a little bit past my hair right here, and then it kind of feathers down, so to speak. I'm gonna add a little bit of a layer in this one, and I'm just razoring, pulling it down. Okay, so I think that's looking pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and shower, do all that stuff, and then I'll be back to do my hair, style it, curl it, and blend it that way to show you guys the final look. Talk later, or soon, I suppose. Bye. Okay, so this is the brush I'm going to be using for teasing. I just sprayed the Beyond the Zone Turn the Heat Up Flat Iron Protection Spray all over my hair and my extensions. This says it's a flat iron protection spray, but it's a heat protection spray, and it works very well to keep your curls for a long time. I use them on my wigs, and my wigs usually last 7 days without recurling. So what I am going to go ahead here and do is, with my teasing, I'm going to be doing French lacing. So what that means is it's like a very lived-in version of backcombing. So instead of packing it all down at the root, you're going to be pulling it through as you go. So you're not just packing it down at the root, you're pulling it through. So that's what I am going to be doing to cover the extensions. That's personally what I've always done because I hate when people can see my extensions. So I'm going to go ahead and curl. And then when I get towards the higher layers, I'm going to start French lacing, and I am going to be French lacing my hair with the extensions to kind of blend it all together. I'm sorry I have you guys so far away. I'm trying to see the mirror a little bit. It's pretty hard, so please bear with me. I've gone ahead and I've put in my extensions like where I showed in the beginning. And I'm just going to be curling. Prior to curling, I'm going to be brushing through or combing through with one of these combs. And then curling the hair. Personally, I like to use a flat wrap. I don't use, I did sometimes when I was working as a stylist, using like twisted wraps if someone wanted a more like beachy look, but I prefer the, I guess, consistency of a flat wrap. So after curling the hair, I just like to hold it for a little bit, just so that it can cool down in my hands. You can also use, another thing I like is these clips here. And you could just clip it like that, or any clips really. I usually use these bitches on clients. There's a wig hair in it actually still. And then when that is cool, give it a little spray. Okay. I didn't think this was coming out. I'm like, what the fuck? Sometimes you do need to curl your hair separate from the extensions. For me personally, my hair is a bit more slippery. That's why I use the Beyond the Zone spray, but if it's more slippery, then it might come out of the coil that you had. I do personally prefer, I find wearing wigs to be easier just because you can style them and then, you could style them the night before and then you're on your way. Whereas with clip-in extensions and things like that, you kind of have to put them in and then style them. Always nice when it starts to stick because then your arm starts to hurt less. One rule I've always gone by as well too is the shorter your part is, the more voluminous your hair is going to look back here, because if it's longer, it's going to separate back here, whereas if it's shorter and you tease where it is shorter to make it stay like that, you will be getting more volume from the teasing as well too. So I've always kind of lived by that, I suppose, and I've always done shorter parts because I think it looks better. I should have French laced that part, so I'm going to start here. I'm just clipping in one of the curls, a couple of the curls up here, just so that they stay and for volume reasons. Sometimes doing a flat wrap on layered hair, you might have to twist the end a little bit just to get any flyaways or anything like that. So just keep that in mind. If it's not a complete flat wrap, you're not doing anything wrong. If you're going to French lace or tease around your hairline, just make sure that you brush over the top of the layers just lightly, just so that there's no crunchiness or frizziness around your face. So I learned when I was in hair school, kind of the front part and the, whether you're doing a regular hairstyle or extensions, the front and whether you're doing a regular hairstyle or like an updo, like a prom or wedding, the front part of your face here and the top part of your hair, so the front part of your hair and the top part of your hair are going to be kind of like your saving graces, where if you fuck up along the way, everyone makes mistakes, no shame in it. So if you fuck up along the way, you can use the hair at the top or at the front to kind of mask what may have not been a perfect updo or may have not been perfect blending with extensions. So use this part of your hair wisely. Not French lacing this front part, just adding a little bit of thickness by just teasing the mid length with just like a brush like this. Let this front part here kind of cool down. There's also a discount code that this company, GooGoo Hair, provided me. So if you wish to pick up some hair extensions, I do have some links in the description of their Instagrams, Facebook, Pinterest, as well as their links to the extensions in this video directly, as well as the actual code. There's some little hearts around the code, so you should be able to see it in the description. It's just my first name, 10, and you get 10% off, so gotta love that. I mean, if the extensions are, say, for example, $100, you're gonna get $10 off. So I think it's actually a pretty fire discount. I see people getting like 2% discounts, and I'm like, that's kind and everything, but it's not 10%, you know? Okay, so I am just going to finger these curls through. Give it a bit of a shake. Another thing I really enjoy doing is flipping my hair upside down, flipping it back. Move you guys even further back so you can just kind of see the outcome. I actually love this hair. I will be doing a video review. One thing I always recommend before you actually leave the house with clip-in extensions is take a mirror, look in another mirror, and make sure everything is hidden back here. If it's not, just give it a bit of a tease and you should be good to go. Other than that, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video on how I blend, cut, style my hair extensions. I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!